I now want to once again come back to our top story, and that's the deadly attack on the Pakistani security forces. The second attack in Balochistan, this time in the Noshki area. So it was an 8-vehicle convoy. That's the information we are getting from media in Pakistan. It had an escort vehicle in front. This was a convoy that was carrying Pakistan Army personnel towards the Iran-Pakistan border, and that's where the Baloch Liberation Army targeted this convoy. It was a VBIED, or a vehicle-borne improvised explosive device. Bombs kept in a car. That car rammed into a bus. This is where the Majid brigade was in action. As the remaining vehicles of the convoy sped ahead, that's the time at a curve, that's the information we're getting, the Fateh squad fighters of the Baloch Liberation Army were standing by and they opened fire. This is where several Pakistani security forces personnel were neutralized. The Baloch Liberation Army has issued a statement saying this was a suicide attack carried out by the Majid brigade. The Fateh squad subsequently surrounded the bus after the attack, opened fire, and 90 Pakistani security forces personnel have been eliminated. This is the second attack on the Pakistani security forces within a week. The first one was on the train, the Jaffar Express, that had left the Quetta railway station and was en route Peshawar. This was on the 10th of March. Jaffar Express was hijacked by Baloch Army, claiming that 214 Pakistani security forces personnel were neutralized. The question that we're asking on this special broadcast is, Pakistan no longer, the security forces no longer in control of Balochistan? And remember, Akhtar Mehengal, former chief minister of Balochistan, somebody who's the president of the Baloch National Party, he said that Pakistan does not control an inch of Balochistan anymore. Is there merit in that contention? Professor Brahma Chilani is a very well-respected strategic affairs analyst, former advisor to India's National Security Council. He joins me on this broadcast. Ahmar Mustakan is a Baloch activist who joins me on the show. Munir Memon is a senior journalist who's tracking developments on the story. He joins me on the show from Pakistan. And Munir, is this a major lapse as far as the Pakistani security forces are concerned? Are they no longer in control of Balochistan? 2 strikes have taken place within a week, sir.
First of all, Gaurav, thank you so much for inviting me over. Firstly, I'd like to condemn this act of terrorism, and I wish the Indian panelists also condemn this act, because any act of terrorism is not acceptable, either it's in Pakistan or any place in the world. Talking about the Pakistan security grip on the areas of Balochistan and KPK, first of all, I'm telling you, these ambushes are so weak that terrorists have to just create ambushes rather than Pakistan Army. Why don't you also tell the people of India that how Pakistan Army has killed BLA terrorists in last 2 days? Many of the terrorists have been killed of BLA in last 2 days. Not only BLA, but also other terrorists who were quite active in Pakistan, in different regions of Pakistan. These terrorists were eliminated across Pakistan. And why not you are quoting only BLA data? You're just suggesting that BLA is just stating that 214 army people were eliminated. Why don't you also project the similar data which ISPR is showing? If you do not share that data parallel, that means that somehow the Indian media is propagating BLA's agenda. If BLA's agenda, you think a terrorist outfit agenda can be projected like this,
Sir,
then why not Pakistan also?
Sir, I asked you if Pakistan Army was in control or not, given that there have been 2 major attacks and the Pakistan Army. I want to bring in Ahmar Mustakan. Ahmar Mustakan, Munir says this is a terror attack that has taken place, and in this terror attack, the terrorists were killed, they were neutralized, and it's a big success for the Pakistani security forces.
Thank you, Gaurav. I welcome the Baloch Spring. This is the spring that the Baloch people have been waiting for 77 years. The Baloch Spring has arrived. No one can turn back the clock of history in Balochistan. I pay my respects and tributes to the 12 BLA Sarmachars who laid down their lives in the train attack. We are going to attack them every day. Every form, every way. There is no escape for them. I am asking them, I'm telling them that there is no way out for you now in Balochistan. There is the second attack which were all, I'm very proud of the Baloch Liberation Army. Every Baloch is very proud of the Baloch Liberation Army. I have called upon my people to give every month 10% of their income to their national
Okay.
defense